Hello, I saw Superman in the IMAX, and it was really good. I'm not big on DC characters, and I only know Batman, the Brave and the Bold cartoon, where he hangs out with the other characters. And I never really paid much attention to the Snyderverse. I saw Man of Steel and I saw Justice League, and that was enough. So this review is from the POV of mostly an outsider on DC lore, and I haven't given the new James Gunn universe much of a shot yet. But boy, did I like Superman. Just to be as broad as possible, I am going into some spoilers. This is your warning now. Go see the movie, come back. When in Superman's life this movie takes place is a really important part of establishing the new character in the new universe, right? And it's great that this film didn't over-explain Superman's origins, because obviously we don't need that. It starts 3 years into a career where Superman has never lost a fight until he shows up on screen beaten up. Hitting the ground running with this dynamic, this setting, and conflict right in the audience's face was honestly refreshing and got my attention immediately. The dog helped too. It's kind of weird to think that 10, 15 years ago, putting Crypto in a feature film would have been seen as like tacky and unserious. I can't even imagine what Crypto the Super Dog looks like in the Snyderverse. But I'm personally really happy that the contrarian, edgy superhero stuff is dying out. The contrast between these two universes could not be more obvious, and it honestly elevated the movie even more that it was so focused on hope and friendship and trust. Superman makes friends with a guy keeping him in jail, saves his little green baby, and they all escape together. Superman inspires Green Lantern and Hawkgirl to intervene in a genocidal invasion of a native population and protect civilians when he couldn't. I don't know that much about Superman, but the way he was upheld as a symbol for good in the narrative of the movie was really heartwarming. And it seems like exactly what he should be all about. To be honest, when I saw how many characters there were from all the marketing, I was genuinely confused how it would all work. But to be honest, it worked perfectly. The casting, first of all, was incredible, and everyone in the film gave really, really good performances that honestly made the movie. It feels like an ensemble cast, and everyone is clearly having a really good time with their role. And in the end, watching Nicholas Hoult crying out of pure hatred for Superman, it was moving, and they really made it work. And so much of the writing felt like it came from a genuine love for the characters they were adapting. I had no idea who Mr. Terrific was before this, but I walked out thinking he was one of my new favorite characters. It just goes to show how much source material DC has, and how much potential there is for character-dense movies like this to develop multiple characters at once. Each character stood out uniquely in their iterations, and from each other in the film. They were easy to understand just from a loose understanding of who these people are in the context of the DC lore. This movie is also just genuinely funny. There were a few tacky jokes, but it managed to avoid being cringe or stilted, at least on the first watch. A lot of people online are praising the way the film parallels Israel's genocide in Gaza as a critique, and I think it's great to see Superman have convictions for good, that he cares on a fundamental level, because that is what it means to really care about people and the planet and humanity. There's a subtle side to the political narrative about how people disassociate states from their violent actions and instead blame Superman for even intervening in the invasion in the first place. This comes back at the end of the movie in a really satisfying way, with the message that if you see something that's wrong, you should fucking stop it if you can. And Green Lantern hits the IDF with a middle finger beam. Fuck yeah, this is fucking awesome. Maybe my expectations were a little low. I mean, okay, they were. The last superhero movie I watched in theaters was Spider-Man No Way Home. Oh, Jesus. But I thought the camera work and cinematography in this movie was really great. I've only seen it once in theaters, but honestly, I'd buy a physical version of it just to watch how the camera motion works in each scene, because there is a lot of it. It was honestly hard to stop watching for it. Superman isn't a perfect film by any means, but it's a simple, refreshing, and really fun summer movie. Take the kids, they'll like the dog that's in it. To be honest, I don't think superhero movies are going anywhere anytime soon. Superhero fatigue is real to a certain extent, but that doesn't mean studios are going to stop funding the various projects they already have in progress. But hey, if more of them are like this, then I can be excited for them sometimes. I might even watch that Peacemaker show and post my thoughts about it on here, even though it's been out for a while now. Let me know in the comments, what other DC should I review? Anyway, I give Superman a B+. Good job, Jimmy Gunn. What a super movie. Super subscribe.